What up, guys? That Comic Awesome here, doing another review, doing Iron Fist number 78, and this is part of the Doctor Strange Damnation series. So this is kind of a good clean slate for Iron Fist. The issue 77 wrapped up kind of all the main plot points for this run. So this is kind of a good, I don't know, I wouldn't say like throwaway issue, but if you kind of want to just like this and 79 I think are going to be some good standalone stories, and then probably 80 will kind of jump off a new arc. That being said, if you've watched my review of Doctor Strange Damnation number 3, you'll know that I didn't like it. I thought it was crap, and it was again, like my title says, flaming garbage. This thankfully is not, and I think if the main kind of arc of Damnation followed something along these lines, it might actually have been a good event. And we'll kind of get into that. So, kind of a rundown of where we are so far in Damnation. Obviously, due to the events of Secret Empire, Las Vegas was destroyed by Hydra Cap. After all of the events, now some odd a year later, Doctor Strange and some Avengers are there kind of doing a memorial service type thing. Doctor Strange is like, look, I think I can fix this. Brings back the city, but then brings back, pretty much brings Mephisto into the realm, and, Mephisto's like, look, I'm going to keep taking over, this is now my city, it's the Sin City, and so pretty much it turned all the people into demons. Doctor Strange is captured, Wong puts together a team of some people make sense, some don't, but one of the people, and honestly, one of the people that didn't make sense to me is Iron Fist. In fact, even after reading this, I liked this book. It still doesn't really make sense why Iron Fist was chosen for this. I mean, out of all of the countless number of people that are kind of in the Marvel back pocket, this type of story to me really didn't fit Iron Fist. Now, this issue is a good Iron Fist issue, and what he goes through, and it makes more sense. But again, in the general event as a whole, I don't understand Wong's reasoning for kind of recruiting him. So at the end of, and again, I love this catch-up page. You get the quick blurb about Danny, but then as far as the story, it's note, this story takes place after the events of Doctor Strange Damnation number 3. And that's it. Really? You couldn't give me a quick summary of what I just said? Hey, Vegas destroyed, now it's back, Devil's back, Danny fighting for his life. Boom. No, this is lazy editing. I mean, all you had to do was expand this out just into a nice blurb here, about 2-3 sentences, just like I just said. But instead, you're hoping that an Iron Fist reader is reading Damnation. And if not, then I'm almost completely lost. Thankfully, this really doesn't have too much to do with Damnation other than location and kind of what's going on. Let me tell you that. It does have to do with Damnation, but it doesn't have to do with kind of the main arc of it. This is very personal, a personal standout to Danny, which is good, because I think that's the fault of a lot of other event tie-ins, where it's almost like the tie-in feels like almost a necessary part of the story, or there's so many other parts from the main event coming in and affecting the tie-in. But this feels like a great Iron Fist story that happens to be happening during Damnation. So we start off, and the last thing that happened, again, this happens after Damnation 3, which was reiterating, awful. You get, like, all of the heroes were pretty much in this, like, voiceover battle that Wong was, like, talking about, and then they all kind of either disappeared or got locked up, something. Again, I read it yesterday, and I didn't even care enough to remember. But Danny kind of wakes up, and he's in the snow, and he's like, this isn't Vegas, like, I was fighting Mephisto. And again, there's a little editor blurb, make sure you read Doctor Strange Damnation number 3. He's like, I was fighting Mephisto's army, and now I'm here. I'm like, I'm outside Cumberland, and it happens to be like his origin again. So his dad's dying, and he's like, Dad, I'm so sorry. And he's like, I hope the best for you, but, like, you failed me and your mother. And then his mom's getting attacked by wolves, and he's like, and the wolves are like, you're a liar, Danny, like, she's gonna die. And then, of course, then it's like him, like, as a kid confronting him. He's like, you're a liar. You said you would make Harold Meacham pay, and you lied about it. Like, all the years of training, and what happened? Like, he lived or whatever. And, like, I like this because it's making, again, this is what makes a really good hero. Flaws. Look at all of these flaws that Danny has. It's this first half of the book, which, again, I just thought of this. I didn't even pick up on it when I was reading it, but like I said, this book was the issue 77 was kind of a solid stop for the run, and then now we're going to pick up with a fresh start. This is actually a good kind of quick origin pickup of a catch up, sneaky for putting this in. And again, I didn't even pick up on, like, hey, they're giving you pretty much a half issue catch up on Iron Fist, before they kind of get into a new arc. So actually, this is a good jumping on point for anybody interested in Iron Fist. That'd be pretty good. But anyway, he's confronting himself, and he's all the guilt that he has, and all of everything, all the people that he's kind of like let down. He's having to like kind of like fight. He's like, I'm not going to do this. This and that. And his younger self's like, you belong here. Everyone has sacrificed their lives for you to live. You don't deserve to be anywhere else but hell, pretty much. He's like, take my hand. And of course, there's Mephisto, and he's like, take his hand, Danny. Like, you belong here. And again, this is Orson Randall. I don't know who that is. I can't remember. Forgive me. But he sees him, and then he sees Fat Cobra, which that's derogatory. I don't want to be called Fat Cobra. I'm actually just call me Co. Call me bruh. But he ends up kind of like pushing his way through the crowd and hitting him, and that kind of wakes him up. And they kind of get into, I love I love Fat Cobra's dialogue, because it's just like all of this is happening, and he's like, I just want a beer. I just wanted beer and women, and so I came to Vegas, and look at all this. They're like, they said it was Sin City, but it's crazy. But he says, he's like, yeah, I came here, and I'm like, I saw the posters for your fight at the Hotel Inferno, so I wanted to come and support you. And Danny's like, wait, what? I'm fighting at the Hotel Inferno? So there's kind of little, like, they save this couple turns out to be demons. But I want to show this, the poster. So yeah, then after they kind of finish that fight, he sees his poster, and it says, Iron Fist, fight for his soul, King the Kung Fu Master, defeat 24 men in 24 hours, Hotel Inferno. So again, there's a nice little twist there at the end, but on the whole, like, I really liked this issue. And again, like, it caught me off guard that it's a great catch-up issue too for those again, not familiar with Iron Fist. So very sneaky, Marvel, for getting that in there. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. I've been enjoying the Iron Fist run. This whole run. So it's not uncommon that this is great too. But yeah, subscribe over here, watch some more videos, hit me up in the comments, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time.